Hiya, this is Kate from Daisy Nails, creating fun, funky and fabulous nails in the comfort of your home. Hopefully today's video will be done in one shot, or the voiceover will be done in one take. I've already messed up. So, I was doing a dandelion design, just an abstract, quick and easy dandelion design on some extensions that I'd done with Nails. Is it Neo or Nio? Nails Acrygel. And I've got another video coming up which will do a review of that, of the Acrygel. Right, so I start off with the abstract pattern on the nail, which I used Madame Glam's Think Pink, Amor Azul and the Light Lilac. And I just did some little blobs while we're getting around to that. Because it's such a simple one, this does not need a lot of explanation, to be honest with you. Let me tell you about my background trying to paint dandelions and putting far too much effort into it. Alright, so I used my Crystal Nails loop brush to actually just paint some really specific blobs, sort of just abstract shapes onto the nails. And I will try my best to stay in shot, but obviously, as always, I'm failing miserably. So doing dandelions I've always found really hard until I realised I was putting too much effort into it. The less effort you're putting to doing a dandelion, or a dandelion the clock, the better it's going to turn out. So that's what I'll show you very shortly. I'm doing one of my car park voiceovers today, in the same car park where a few weeks ago I had a bike tyre rolling across the car park towards me. Nothing like that happening today. There's a couple of other cars here, but it's the school holidays. Most of the schools broke up either at the end of last week or the beginning of this week in England. And so I think a lot of people have headed off to, I don't know, warmer climes. I know one of my colleagues is in Portugal at the moment. I've got another friend in Cornwall at the moment. So other friends who are heading off to Scotland at the end of this week. I'm heading off to Yorkshire to go and visit family. Can't wait. Haven't seen them since February. So my dad, my stepmom, my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, my sister. I won't get to see my nieces, unfortunately, because they're the ones in Cornwall. So I'm a bit sad about that. So I do like seeing them. They're lovely. Right. So yes, going in with the blue, the Amor Azul, to add some more dots. What I was trying to do with these blobs was not putting them in the same place on each nail. I didn't want them to be too sort of symmetrical. So I started off with the Think Pink. Was it the Think? Yeah, the Think Pink. And I put them in sort of different quarters, I suppose, of the nail. And then with the blue, obviously on the thumb it's at the tip, and the middle one that I'm doing there, it's up at the cuticle in the centre. The ring finger is sort of cuticle, but over to the right hand side. Then on the little finger, it's right hand side at the tip. Really trying to keep it as random as possible. So I think that's one of the important things about abstract, is try not to make it too uniform. That's the word I was looking for, too uniform. Probably rebel against that word because I hate uniforms. She says, owning a purple shirt that says Daisy Nails on it that I wear whenever I do people's nails. Right, so I'm just clean off the brush. I must have got it in the lamp at the moment. I would usually remove this bit when I edited. Obviously I didn't on this one. Okay, so now going in with the purple. Wherever you've got that bit of space left after doing the first two colours, just put in another blob with the purple. I do love this loop brush. You can use it for so many things, and it's really good for block colouring small areas, but that aren't so small you could do it with your liner brush. And I'm just going to get a quick drink. My 15-year-old has told me I've got to give up drinking Diet Coke. So I am behaving, and I'm drinking a Robinson's Blackberry and Blueberry, which is really nice. Okay, pop that into a lamp, all cured. So I'm now going to get out the Madame Glam black gel paint. I think I was mixing glam and gel then, wasn't I? The Madam Jam black gel paint. Right, using my Crystal Nails 0 size long brush, I'm going to do one little curved line, and again I want to make sure those curved lines go in different directions so they're not too uniform, and that is the stalk of our dandelion. One of those on each of the nails. Don't be too precise, don't think about it too much, just put it on halfway up the nail, curve it down towards the tip. Don't take it all the way to the tip, just stop just before the tip, unless you want to. I think it looks better if you stop just before, and taper it out towards the bottom of it, towards the tip of the nail, the free edge, because you want it to be that little bit thicker in the middle because of the dandelion being quite bushy in the middle. I didn't like that one, obviously. Do that one again. One day I'll do a whole set of nails without wiping something off. Who am I kidding? That's not ever going to happen, is it? Right, pop those in the lamp. The gel paint takes a whole minute, so that was in for a minute. Now I'm getting the Crystal Nails size 0 short to do the like the wispy, you know, the bits you blow and that float around. And I always think of fairies because there's a little part of me wants to still believe in fairies. I'll be honest, I don't think I ever properly believed in fairies, but I would like to believe in fairies. So I believe that when you see dandelion heads floating around, they're fairies. All right. Yes, I know. Maybe I should move on from that subject. So little flicks from the centre outwards so that they're getting thinner to the end, nice and wispy. Flicks. Try not to get any on your skin like I did there. Wipe that off as soon as I can. Well, I did. I did this a week ago. Still sporting these nails. I love them so much. As you can see, I'm still not doing the index finger because I'm wanting to see how long the Madam Glam polygel will stay without any lifting. We are at 2.5 weeks and it is still absolutely firmly on there. Loving this. Unfortunately, I can't afford to use the Madam Glam on myself. I only use that on my clients. I use a cheaper one for myself, but that's why I got the Neo Nails Acrygel. I wanted to test that out because it's a midpoint price between the two. So yeah, I'm seeing how long that lasts. So far that's been on for about a week. Keeping doing these lovely flicks. It's a gorgeous sunny day today. Got lots of things to do because we're going up to Yorkshire. I need to make sure everything's clean that needs to be clean. I need to get a new feeding system for the cats. I dropped the old one after we got back from Yorkshire in February and it broke, so after I've done this voiceover, I'm going to pop over to a place called Pet Shed, which is on junction 16 of the M4. Small business, always support them. Go and see if I can buy one of those timed feeders or something there. Like I say, get the washing done, get everything packed, make sure the children are ready. When I say children, they're 17 and 15. I shouldn't need to nag them, but I was also that age once and I'm fairly sure my mum needed to nag me too. Right, so I'm now going in with the Madam Glam detail liner because when you collect a little bit of gel paint on these, it stays at the very bottom, so you can use it for dotting. Obviously, you can use a dotting tool as well. I like using the brush because you can create different size dots with the same tool. With the dotting tool, I find it's a lot harder to make smaller or bigger dots unless you use a smaller or bigger tool. If I would just get into the screen, that would be great. But I'm basically just putting some random dots around. Again, not thinking about it too much, just laying them dots in there at different levels. So some nearer to the centre of the dandelion clock, some nearer to the edge. Once I'd cured those, I then decided to give them some sparkle because I was going to the Barbie movie and I wanted a bit of sparkle with my little bit of pink. So I used the Madam Glam, it's the Gold Flake top coat. I can't remember what it's called. I will look that up and it will be in the description. And I think it probably also showed it on there when I just showed it to you as well, didn't it? Did you see that? Anyone seen the Barbie movie yet? Absolutely loved it when America Ferrera did that speech about what it's like to be a woman, sitting there in the cinema going, I hope my kids don't turn around and look at me now. I have a reputation for crying at the drop of a hat, and I knew they'd be going, oh, Mum, eye roll. But it touched all the feels, did that speech, really did. And it's such a good movie, so good. And I could wax lyrical, not going to. Really, really good. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought of it. I saw a friend this morning who had a t-shirt on that said, let's smash the patriarchy on a Wednesday. Brilliant, love it. I asked her if she'd seen the movie. She hasn't, but she's going to. And I said, yep, well, it suits that t-shirt. Right, so I'm going to put the top coat into the lamp and then do the thumb. I usually do thumbs separately from the rest, just because when you put them in the lamp, they're just at that sort of 45-degree angle, aren't they? And anything that's, even though, it only sort of takes 10-15 seconds for it to start setting, in that time it can just start running down a little bit and it becomes uneven. So even though I've got a really good Madam Glam lamp, and it, that's designed to cure from, even if it's on an angle, I still find I don't like that sort of, if it does sort of run down, you get that slight unevenness. I don't like that. Right, let's go in with my cuticle oil. This is a really nice cuticle oil from Ciate. I just bought it at a local beauty store, and I haven't seen it since, but it's got some little herbs in it. It makes it smell so nice. Rub those in. There you go, Ciate London. Is that how you pronounce it? Who knows? And there we go. Finished nails. Right, I'm going to go now buy my cat food feeder. Cat food feeder, cat feeder. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video I do, okay? Take care. Bye.